if not many spaces, are white, you know, in terms of upper management. So basically I just set it off and I said, you know, this is very negligent. This does not show any cultural competency, as you guys, you know, pride yourself on in this discipline. Again, these are all licensed, degreed professionals. It's not like, oh, you know, I'm yelling at the chef for not bringing up these kinds of things. It's like, no, you guys are master level people.
Yeah,
okay.
You have to code switch in the presentation because it's a presentation even in the hottest hours.
Oh well, nah, it wasn't code switching that day. Shit, we set it off today. Yeah. So I mean, from there, it just, you know, sparked an interest. From my upper management to basically do some damage control, right? So it's like, okay, well, let's start a support group. You know, can you spearhead this support group? Oh yeah, honey. You know,
what damage is there to be controlled?
The fact that they hadn't said anything, right? So they're like, okay, well, what do you guys need? You know what I mean, as Black clinicians. And it wasn't necessarily, it was about me being a Black clinician and that you guys were not tapped into who you don't see me. You know what I mean? Like when you see these killings, you do not see me, and they are me. You know what I mean? So it wasn't just about us as Black clinicians that wasn't receiving the support. I was like, but how do you treat the clients that are Black and come into these spaces? And it was just such an interesting time because the clients would, you know, commingle together. They would watch TV and all of the news coverage about George Floyd. And then they would get remarks from other like white clients. You know, oh, I can't breathe. It was a lot of nastiness. So again, if you're not addressing this on a you know, professional to professional level, how are you going to then address it on the floor? Yeah. Okay.
Now let's slow this down.
Yeah. Listen.
Let's talk about the importance of acknowledgement and all its layers.
Mm-hmm.
So when us as Black folks say there needs to be acknowledgement on something, let's walk through that process of what we actually expect versus what we're actually given. Take your time. Take your time. I feel like you'd be great for that because this is the work that you do when it comes to boundaries.
Of the lace. Yeah. I'll speak for myself because I feel like each Black clinician may have wanted something different.
And that's important to acknowledge.
Yes. So, and that's the part too. In this whirlwind of things, and not to say that my Black clinicians weren't advocating for themselves prior to, you know, the Ahmauds and the Georges, and, you know, there were a lot of microaggressive shit already happening. So I feel as though this kind of like really set it the fuck off, right?
Example of microaggressive stuff. One or two examples.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So as a clinician, you know, we do progress notes. Okay, so we chart, or, you know, we pretty much write up a little note about how the client's day was, progress that they made, needs, you know. So let's say a Black clinician may have missed their progress note for the day. Okay.
Yeah.
You'll get a white supervisor calling them on their off day to say, hey, I see you didn't put that note in for such and such. Can you come in and put it in? Okay. Now let me put this part out. So there are entities in terms of like responsibilities that we have in terms of reporting to insurance, you know, making sure that charts are up to date. Okay, so we do have that responsibility just off GP, general principle. But okay, yeah. So I want you to come off on your off day to do this note that you didn't do. Okay? Whereas we know a couple of white colleagues who don't do their notes, who come in on their next shift maybe a week later. Unbothered.
Yeah.
Unbothered.
Yeah.
So that's one. It's been so many, I'm just thinking of different phone calls that's just kind of all rushing to me. Different phone calls of just hearing my, Black colleagues so upset. Like, when I complain about this, I need to have all my proof lined up. But let, my white colleague say something and their word is bond. Yeah. But I gotta have a witness. I gotta,
you gotta have a whole case.
I gotta have a whole case.
Yeah.
Oh, geez Louise. So, yes. So like I said, it was already that kind of culture already in the mix.
And this goes back to we have to be 2 times better than
yes. We always gotta, be on point.
Yeah.